tonight on Game Night, Nikki, Kevin, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, are going to play Blue Lagoon, a game for 2 to 4 players, designed by Reiner Knizia and published by Blue Orange. So let's settle some islands.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, Brooke Shields?
Will you teach us Blue Lagoon? Who was the dude in that?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
It was Christopher Atkins.
Christopher Atkins. But Lincoln's got long hair and is beautiful. Okay. So I figured he'd be the best Shields of the two.
Well, Dave could have been the Christopher Atkins. I've seen your hair back in the day. It was curly.
That's true, it was. Meanwhile, Blue Lagoon is a Reiner Knizia game in so many ways. We're going to be placing these little settlements and villages on the board. We're going to be scoring in a myriad of ways. The game takes place in 2 phases. The first phase is called the exploration phase. At the end of the exploration phase, we will score. And then we will have we'll reset the board a little bit. And then we'll have the settlement phase. And then we will once again score. And at the end of at that second phase, whoever has the high score wins.
Okay.
All right? So, as you might suspect in Reiner Knizia game, when it is your turn, you do one thing and one thing only, which is you're going to place a piece on the board, and you must do it. You can place either a settlement or a village. If you place a settlement, if you place them on water, you flip it over to the boat side, and if you put it on land, you play it on the land side. The rules in the exploration phase are as follows. When you place a piece, you may place it in one of 2 ways. You can place a boat anywhere in the water.
Okay.
Now I'm going to place a boat here. It stands to reason, though I didn't say it yet, that only one token can be in a space. So once someone's in a space, no one else can go there. All right?
All right.
That is illegal.
Oh, okay.
So you can place a boat anywhere in the water.
Yeah.
Or you can place a settler with the land side or a village on any land space on the board as long as it is adjacent to another one of your pieces.
So you start with the boat, essentially?
You're going to have to start with a boat, but like if this is my first move, my second move can be this guy here, this way, or this village, or this guy here, or this village, or I can place this boat there. The boats do not have to be adjacent.
Okay.
They can go anywhere in the water. All right? So, what are you trying to do? Hang on, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. If you place a piece where there is one of these 4 resources, the 4 resources are coconut, bamboo, water, and green gems.
Oh, emeralds.
You pick it up, or these are statuettes. If you place a piece where there is a statuette, you take that and you put it in front of you so that all other players can see what you have. All right? If you place... You can also pick those pieces up by placing one of your village huts. We all have 5, and if you want to do that, you can. All right, now what are you trying to do? You are trying to score in a gajillion different Reiner Knizia-like ways. So let's go to the score pad, shall we? The first thing you're going to score when we're done with the phase is, do you have presence on 7 of the 8 islands? If you do, you score 10 points. Are you on all 8 islands? If you are, you score 20 points. So, you might score 10, you might score 20, you might score 0. Next, you look to see your longest linked chain, sort of like your longest line in Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
All right? Which is to say, how many islands have you linked together with a single chain? So, did you go from here, then to here, and then across to there, and then to here, and then to there? Note, if you connect this island to this island, and then connect this island to this island, that is not a chain.
Yeah, you have to have tiles that actually bridge it all the way.
You're looking for just your longest single chain. And for each island that's linked to that chain, you will get 5 points per island. Okay? In the rule book, they have a scoring example. It's a 3-player game, and in the rule book, someone has 3, and someone has 3, and someone has 4. Assuming that that's a typical example in the rulebook, it seems like it would be hard to link
more than
4, but you could probably do it. All right. The third thing we're going to score are island majorities. So each of these islands has a point value: 6, 10, 8, 8, 6, 10, 6, 8. We're going to score all 5 of them. If you have the most pieces on the island, you will get those points. There is no second place. If players are tied for the most, they divide that rounded against. And I say rounded against because, say, 3 people could be tied on the 8-point island, in which case they'd all get 2. All right?
Okay.
Then you're going to finally look at these little resources that you've been picking up. All right? Resources are going to score in one of 2 ways. The first way is you're going to score each of the 4 resources for how many of a kind you have. For every pair of resources you have, that's 5. If you have a 3 of a kind, that's 10. And if you have 4 of a kind, that's 20. There's only 6 of each type on the board. So you're going to do that for each of them. Then, do you have 1 of each?
Complete sets.
Not sets, just 1 of each. You can only score 10.
Okay,
Max, you're either going to score 0 or 10.
Okay.
You just need 1 of each. If you have 3 of each, you're still going to only score 10. And finally, for each statuette you have, 4 points per.
Cool.
So, we're going to do all of that scoring. Then, we are going to put all the resource pieces back in this bag, including taking ones off the board that were already there. We're going to take all of our settlers back. We all should have 20, and we're going to take them all off the board and put them back in our hand. Any village that we played in the exploration phase stays on the board.
As a starting point?
As any starting point, right? Because if you have all 5 of your villages on the board, that gives you places you can play. And that is important because for the second phase of the game, the settlement phase, you may no longer place a boat in the water unless it is connected to something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right? Only during the exploration phase can you do that. Any village hut that is in like a token space is removed from the game, because each of these spaces will be filled again randomly by all the tokens from the
So you
bag.
can't put it back on the board?
It's gone from the game permanently.
Oof.
So is that a bad thing?
Well, it may or may not be a bad thing. It might be the way you want to pick up a piece. And the reason that it might be a way is that I haven't told you how each phase ends yet.
Okay.
Each phase ends in one of 2 ways. The first is if all 4 of us have played all of our pieces to the board. Okay. So you might be placing this on that spot anyway because you run out of these and you need to play a piece. You must on your turn play a piece if you can.
But all of us have to have spend them to get for the game to end.
All 25 of our pieces must be on the board for the game for 1 round for the round to end. The other way the round ends, this seems maybe the more likely, is when all of the 4 resources are removed from the board, not the statuettes.
Right.
So when all the coconuts, bamboo, water, and gems, when the last one of those is taken, that also ends the round.
Okay.
Scoring for the second round is exactly the same as the first. There's no end game scoring. There's no build to something towards the end of the game. The only thing you're sort of building towards the end of the game would be placements of these for the next round, because they stay on the board. Also, for the second half of the game, your villages that you don't place on the board are removed.
Okay.
So only the ones that are on the board are the ones that stay on the board.
Okay.
And the rest of them you don't play for the second half. That is the entire game.
Okay.
Other than it says the youngest person goes first. I assume that's you? Is that you?
Kevin.
I think it's you.
I think it's you.
Well, we're not going to battle. Nikki, you go first.
Nikki, go first.
You're going to tell me.
Done.
So I have to place a boat first.
You must place, in the very first round, you must
Yes.
place a boat.
All right, well, I go right there.
That makes sense. Oh, not there.
Too late.
How dare you?
So
Now you can place a boat anywhere or a settler on any piece.
I'm going to take a piece.
And then you put that in front of you, and that's your turn.
Okay, so you were saying something about placing the buildings.
If you put a building there, when we clean the board, you will
they come
lose
off.
a
What
village.
was you were
will
saying
lose
something
it.
about why you would. Oh, just because you would.
You
have
don't
them
want to
left.
lose these, right?
Yes.
In theory,
Yeah.
you want to keep them.
Right.
But if you're like down to that, only those, and it's going to mean getting a resource.
Right.
And then just to be clear, the statuettes did not count in the 4 of a kind thing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There's 4 resources, and then there's the statuettes.
Is it 4 of a kind or 4 different?
It's right here. So
Boat.
two
A
of,
set.
2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. The only thing you score with different is 10 points maximum.
Max, okay.
So you're either going to score 0 or 10 for that.
Did you drop a piece? Simple yes would have sufficed.
That was it?
Yeah.
Agua. Agua.
Caliente.
No, it's drinking water. I'll cook with it later. When I get, like, my cooking skills advanced.
Gems. It's like green fire.
Water again.
Water.
What do you do? What do you do?
Someone's got to stop Dick Cheney over there.
Jeez. That's a bad joke.
That's the only
Badger
kind I
joke.
know.
That's a badger joke.
Those are the only jokes he knows.
Let's go.
The game I was hoping this was going to be done on was Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Scott would be like, ugh. But I love that game too. I love Through the
Make
Desert
it
as
the
well.
Africa redo.
Yeah. Gosh, this will go faster than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here. Here we go. Boom.
Okay.
Beam.
Boom. Boom goes the
Boom.
dynamite.
Do you want to have more huts on an island than just one?
All 8 islands are going to score. You mean these?
Like if I put 2 huts
Yeah.
on this island,
Then you have
am
2
I
presents on that
getting
island.
20?
No huts, no
No,
huts, no coconut.
you're not getting anything. You're only getting 10 if you have the most of your color on the island.
Okay.
Like right now,
Sure.
I have 3.
Yeah.
You have 1, and Kevin has 1.
Okay. I was just trying to make a decision, informed decision about huts.
Yep.
What?
Hut.
About huts? What about huts?
Oof.
Now I know everybody on this freaking island.
That is funny. Let's do this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, well. Wrong side.
Bum,
Beached your boat.
bum, bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Shocking.
Is it shocking? Or is my movement totally just wow?
Shocked. And odd. Did you go?
Yes,
Yes,
you did.
you did.
Echo.
Is anybody there?
Does anyone really know what time it is?
I don't.
Well,
Does anybody care?
no.
It's island time, baby.
Nobody cares. Boat.
Jimmy Buffett would love this game.
Why coconuts?
Oh, look at the islands. The whole island life.
Coconut
in the stream.
surprise.
Cocoa nutty.
This is so Knizia.
Yeah.
Right.
Soakin' eats you.
That's so Raven.
Is this here, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got that place exactly where you want it?
Yes. How dare you? Nope, it's Nikki's turn.
Snopes.
Snopes.
Snopes. Okay. Where do I want to go?
Where do we go? Ow, ow.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Here.
Let me just check.
Okay.
These the last two, right? So
Of goods.
this will end the round.
Sweet.
These two will end the round. If they get picked up.
Right.
Scooped.
Scoop dooped.
Poo.
Okay, I need to do.
Well, she can only scoop up so many things, I suppose.
Yep.
But she's in good position for those two. So,
Yeah, it kind of moved a little faster than you thought. But that's, I think, maybe what's cool about it.
You.
Ooh, sneaky.
Whatever, you can
got
get it.
Yeah.
See, sneaky
4
sis.
on that island.
5.
This one.
Yeah.
Dang. I don't know if there's too much I can do about it.
What are you talking about? Just take this.
No. I meant get more
You were behind already.
influence on the island.
You were behind one already. Hang on for a second.
Yes.
So here's the thing, Nikki. This, if you think this is connecting this,
Yeah.
so that doesn't extend your chain.
Okay.
Now, you can end this at any time, and no one right now can stop you. So if you have better moves
Right.
than this, you should do them.
Yeah.
If you don't think you have better moves, then you should end the round. But it's
Okay.
really up to you.
2, 5, 6. Well, I'm on 6 islands.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
1,
I totally
2,
forgot.
3.
How many of us
4,
forget that was even a
5,
scoring
and then
thing? I
6
forgot.
up here.
Right.
So,
So
I
you need to
should
be on
get
one of these
another
two.
island
Yeah.
for
Yep.
7.
Good.
So,
Good. Nice catch.
yeah. I will place a boat. I cannot reach up in there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna block her. Wow.
Well, I can't.
You can stop her from getting both of these.
Well, she just needs 1 to get to 7.
Right. And 2 to get to 20.
Oh, true.
No worries.
Okay. You, okay.
No, he didn't want to block you. He wants to connect.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It's
Yeah, I mean, here,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
these are another
well,
10
but
points.
She should have gone there last turn and did it. So what difference does it make, right?
right.
He could still stop me from
Right.
doing it right now.
No, he got
I just
5.
went, yeah.
He got 5 points for his move.
Oh. Okay. I see.
More about getting points for me than denying. I shared love.
Oh, okay.
It's clearly not about optimization.
Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'll just do that. So I can put another hut down there.
Well, in theory,
be
you're
able
not,
to.
in theory, you're not going to get another turn. So let's see. 1, 2.
I should have done that. I saw that.
Well, you really don't need to do anything else but end it. Why would you let anybody score anything more?
I was thinking about
Days don't stay.
trying to duke it out with
For what?
that island, but I can't.
No, because
It's not going to work.
no, only you can end the game, and as long as only you can end the game, you can never catch up to me there.
Yeah, then I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing that. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I will end it.
Okay.
Did you want to do something else if I did that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would have played another
Then do
piece
it.
on there, but we would have tied. So, well, then I need to take this one back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is it worthwhile to put huts down?
Yes,
There, I'll do it
because
there.
Okay.
Why?
It's just, he can decide to beat me on it, but then I take this island.
well, you had it already.
true.
Because technically, on your turn, this is what I look like. So you just went from 4 to 5.
But two huts next to each
I
other
did a
is
5 there?
Yes, this is the game state before you placed on that up. Before you placed
Over
this
there,
boat.
yeah.
Correct.
But having 2 huts next to each other is not necessarily beneficial, right? Because it's
Yes.
already an
Yes.
origin point. It is beneficial?
Sure, it gives you a 2 presence on that island for majority scoring on the next turn.
Oh, right. All right.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
What are you doing with this?
You need to put that
Oh, yeah.
I
back.
thought you haven't played yet? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I should do this just because then Dave
Right.
will get a turn.
Right. It changes my move, that's all. Okay. So then in that case, I'm going to go.
Hold on. I want to put this here.
Yep. It actually doesn't change my move, right? I can't really do anything. So 1, 2, done.
Okay, and then I'm going to
Yep.
end it with the
All
coconut.
right. So that means Lincoln will get the start player next turn because that's how it will go.
On to the scoring. We need a conch shell.
All right.
Oh.
Well, Nikki's on all 8 islands now, right?
Yeah.
Kevin.
I know.
Eh.
20 points.
Is anyone on 7?
No.
Don't forget about it, Nikki.
6.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
I'm on 6,
Okay.
so I'm definitely not on 7. Oh, wait! No, because I'm not on here and I'm not on here. There's only 8 on the board, right?
Right.
Okay, so nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, change. Nikki, you have connected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands for 25 points. Lincoln,
4.
4 for 20. Kevin, Hang on, let me
1, 2,
to this over here.
3, 4.
4 for 20?
Well, 5, I guess. Does this count?
Yes,
Okay, 5.
that's a chain. Oops. For 25. And I have, I think, 3? Or did I get to 4? No, just 3. 1, 2, 3. For 15. All right. Majorities. Nikki gets that island for 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish these were all done
I know.
separately. All right, well, let's just score Nikki. So she gets 6. Does she have another one?
Yes, 10.
No,
Oh,
I
no, you
have
got
1.
5.
You
Yeah,
have 5.
Yeah.
6.
I think that's the only majority.
That is her only majority.
I chose to spread.
Nikki gets 6. You kind of can't get a long chain and majority at the same time, I think. Lincoln, you have 10, 16, 24.
Yeah.
Okay, 24. Kevin,
You have 8 and 6 for 14.
14. And I have 10 and 8. Just these two, right? For
Yeah.
18. All right. You have, that's not a resource. You have a pair and a pair, so that's 5 plus 5 is 10. You have a pair and a 3 of a kind, right? So that's 15. Kevin
2 pairs.
for 10. And I have just a pair for 10, or for 5, sorry. And then one of each.
One of each.
For 10, Lincoln, one of each. For 10, one of each. For 10, and one of each for 10. And then finally 4 points for this. You have 3 of those for 12.
0 for me.
12.
12, and I have 8. Okay, so while I'm adding this up, clear off everything
tokens
that
except
everything
for the
that isn't a
huts.
hut.
Yep.
And all the tokens go in the bag.
Everything that isn't a hut.
All those tokens are going to go in that bag, and we're going to draw them all out.
Unless a hut is on one of these spaces.
Correct.
Correct.
Fill her up.
Okay.
Keep wanting to pick up the
Dave,
huts.
I'm going to start moving your stuff.
The tokens are all in here.
Yeah.
No, I haven't put mine in
Oh.
yet.
Those all go in there.
Even the statues was
Everything.
my question.
Everything.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and start doing those.
Randomize them.
You guys each have a village hut that you didn't play.
Oh, that's right.
That goes
What,
away.
what hut? Oh.
Aw.
It probably won't. I mean, other than presence-wise.
It's 1 tile less than you guys, and you start off with 5.
Right, but the game's likely going to end with the tokens going away.
Is it a green?
You have a green fingers.
Bamboozled.
All right, and also remember, for this round,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot place in the water unless you are already adjacent to the water.
Oh, okay.
So, Lincoln, for example, could place a boat here or here if he wanted to because he has a hut. Or he could place a boat anywhere near one of his land guys once he builds a land guy.
But you can build out towards the water and then cross with the...
Right.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves during this exciting
I know,
phase.
it's a bunch of...
So
go ahead, Nick.
Yes?
we're playing the same way. We just
Yes.
have presents already.
You're playing the same way with the exception of A, you can't
Right.
place in the water.
Right.
Now all placements must be next to something. And B, you're no longer placing villages because you don't have them anymore.
Right. Okay. Seems like this part will go faster. Well, maybe not. Because then you're thinking about what you have out already.
Right.
This seems unfair. Like, couldn't I put these right next to one of my huts or something?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure why you're not just filling one island up at a time.
I'm just trying to be random.
It's already random when you draw the bag.
This is true.
Here, give me a couple. Give
There's
me two.
a
No, just-
dealie
thank
here.
you. There, there.
And there.
Grab one. Oh, on the tree.
It's hard to see.
there.
They're not exactly obvious. You got them all?
And there.
Yeah, in there.
He went.
I know.
Where's some more stuff?
Dance right around your finger.
We got one here.
And one
And
there.
there's one here. Okay.
I think that's all of them.
That's everything.
Okay.
Okie doke. All right.
He strategically placed no water near me. Hooray! I have
That wasn't
a
enough.
water on
Nikki took the last
Or
piece.
coconuts, not coconut, water.
Coconuts.
And water, too, kind of.
Oh, coconut.
Well, remember, 4 of a kind is arguably worth more points than 1 of each, if you can get it.
It's good work if you can get it.
You are the start player.
Okay. A lot of tikis for me, which kind of is not what I wanted.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
I'm looking at, because I didn't put a hut up here, I have nothing going on up there. And
That's
I
right.
But you can
probably
get there.
can't.
You
can't
can.
get there.
You can get there.
It has to be all connected now. I can't even
You can
put
do
a
it with
boat
tiles.
randomly.
Yeah.
You just go and then you go. You know what I mean? It's not
Right.
that impossible.
Or
These
don't
are
worry
small.
about, don't worry about that and focus on
Right.
something else.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Back off.
It's a
man.
Knizia game. There's a gajillion ways to score.
Yeah.
Speaking of scores, by the way, 83, 71, 69, 56.
Okay.
Okay.
Pom, pom,
Nikki
pom.
P.
I almost did that too.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Okay. Can I still start from a different hut, or
Yes.
do I have to
No.
start from here now
You can,
that I placed
you
the
can place right
cardboard?
there. You can place right here.
Okay.
Huts are wild.
Hut.
Hut, 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 hut.
Ha. Oh well. What did I do?
You're coming to my island.
I am.
Soon
I want
come.
your water.
Worker, not a boater.
Yeah, you're only. Well, no, you're not only. I did that same thing.
So you went, right?
Yeah.
It's a game of too many fights.
Silent.
It
battles.
really is.
Battles of the mind.
Silent fury.
Yep.
You can almost hear the waves lapping at the beach.
Just it's the conches that we have in our head, and the wind's blowing against it. Yeah. I think I still go before you. Not that,
That was
it's gonna
invoking
change
the
it,
little
no.
known
Last
rule
you
of
checked.
Skipperooski Slinkin.
I believe, sir, last I checked.
I'm just thinking on 14 moves in advance. like the Bobby Fischer of Blue Lagoon.
Wow, you got all that. The emeralds. I mean, there's one.
Yeah.
That one. I can't.
I
that one's
can't
tough.
get
That
there.
would be tough for me.
So focus on sets
Yep.
or majorities. Yeah, it was random.
Yeah.
I swear it was.
Why are you throwing your islanders around?
Hey, what a vengeful god. We're sorry.
One of those.
Okay.
So you don't want this?
Well,
Nobody's going to take
No
that
one
from
can
you.
take this from you, right?
okay.
You really can't let me get it.
Okay.
I thought you were coming for that water.
I know. I thought maybe I could slip by you. You are going to make me spend. All right.
You bastard.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. Well, I will pretend.
Well, hang on before you do that, since it's not going to get you anything, right?
I'm trying to get a set here. And I figured you were going to get that before I could get to it. I didn't think you'd go for this. So that's why I chose to go up that way.
Okay, so...
Could have also just gone south.
Which way? To here, you mean?
She could have easily gotten close to that as well. In other words, to distract you from one or the other. It's whatever.
He was a move away the whole time. So I assumed as soon as I started doing this,
Right.
he'd grab it because it'd be obvious I'm
understand.
heading for this.
I understand.
He was two moves away from this one, so I thought he wouldn't bother.
Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
It's, whatever. So I placed this one,
Okay.
and we're done.
You're better off placing here, right?
For
to
chain?
connect.
For one thing, it connects, and for another thing, you can fight me for majority on this
Okay.
island, right?
All right.
All right, Nikki, I won't mess around.
Yeah. Did I waste a chip doing that? Are there any more? Oh, there's just the one resource up there. Is
Yep.
that, and this one,
Yep.
which I
And the
can't-
water over there.
Can't
And the
get
water
to.
over there.
Yeah, can't get to any of those. So,
Just build your chain.
Increase your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no chain. There is essentially no more chain for her.
2.
No, that's not true. She could, I guess, go from here to here to here, right?
You can start contesting him there.
Probably the best move.
In here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you've
You
got
have
4,
5.
he's
Yeah.
got 5.
Yep.
You're gonna get 5, then he's gonna get 5.
I have 5. She has 4 right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
But since the game is likely going to end with you, she will probably tie me for this if she starts fighting it.
Well, she wants to at least minimum tie you.
Right, I would agree. How dare you? Right, I'll take this now.
Mm-hmm. I could get over there, but I can't.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oop.
Yep. That's fantastic in a way, right? Because you stop me from placing here or here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be...
Mm-hmm. You got me kind of blocked
Right.
off in the same way
Right.
to get over
I might
here.
concede that island to you, actually, because it
Yeah.
might be better for me. I don't know.
Did you go, Nick?
Yes.
Okay.
5 points versus 10 from you. I think I am going to do that, Nikki.
Well, what?
I think I'm going to do...
You're gonna fight?
No, I think I'm going to do this.
And?
That's it. So you can steal that from me now.
Sure.
I mean, I'm... Otherwise, I'm just treading water one or the other, right?
Yeah.
That's 10 more points to
That's-
me because I just connected 2 more islands.
Yeah.
So it's sort of the same 10.
Okay. There you go.
How many pieces do you have?
You just got 4. Yeah,
Right.
that's what it is.
I think Kevin thought he was gonna take over on that one.
Well, I was tied with you at that point, so you...
No, you weren't. You're 3.
Oh, you're right. I only have 3. You're absolutely right. Oh, Kevin. Well, here you go, Nikki. Let's have the Cold War. It'll be fun.
Okay.
I'll go here.
Sure,
Where will
great.
you go?
I'm not letting you on that island. Not after you block me off of this one.
Especially not since Dave called such attention to it.
No, I saw it.
I
Come
thought
on,
maybe
he's
you
not
were
watched it
distracted.
happen.
I thought you could have been distracted.
I'm
You gotta
trying to
go.
decide here or
I mean-
here.
It doesn't matter. Lincoln's probably going to end the game right now anyway.
No, I'm stopping him from getting on there. Oh, I guess I did.
you
There
can
we
get
go.
that
That
water.
stops him from
Yeah.
getting on the island. It ends the game.
Yeah.
All right.
I did poorly.
Well, we'll see. Is anyone on all 7 islands?
No.
No.
No. Right? God,
N-O.
that's ridiculously hard to do for
I'm
the
on
second
1,
round.
2,
Yeah, it is.
3, 4, 5.
I'm on 3.
I'm on
No, I'm on 4.
6 again.
Nobody got 6.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Huh.
Did I want to end that? I do. Because I could connect these islands. I did
Yeah.
not.
I
That-
wouldn't have given you 7.
It gets you 5 points. That's it. Oh, do you want to block Kevin and do that?
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Do you have 2 pieces left?
I
Yes.
do. But the thing is I can block Kevin,
Oh, but that's
but I
worth
can't
10
take
points.
this. I need that, yes.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's no water near me at
5,
all.
6.
Except that one.
I'm on 6.
Yep. God, I can't imagine. It must be hard to do that in the second round.
Yes.
All right. Chain. Nikki, you are chain
Yes, sir.
is 2, right? 1, 2? Mm-hmm. For 10.
That is it.
Lincoln.
2.
For
Oh, no,
10.
3.
For 15. Kevin.
4.
There we go. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 for 20.
Made a difference.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25.
Ooh.
All right. Nikki Islands.
Yep.
I feel like we all have the exact same islands again.
Yes.
6. No, I had this one last time. So 6, 16.
Yeah.
That's it. 16.
Yeah.
Lincoln. You have 8, and 6 is 14.
24.
24 again? Right? Same
Yeah.
ones? Kevin? Same ones?
Yeah, 14.
I'm the only one that doesn't have the same ones. I have this for 8. Right? That's it?
That's it.
Yep. All right.
Yes,
You
sirs.
have 5
A
points.
pair.
5 points. Lincoln, you have
2.
5 points. Hey, Green Hoarder,
And 20 plus.
25.
You don't get anything for ones, right?
Nope. And I have
2,
10 and 10 is 20.
3.
And a 2. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Those are tikis or whatever.
Not one of each.
One of each.
One of
No.
each for 10. Not one of each.
Nope.
One of each for 10. And finally, 2 tikis for 8.
16.
16.
No tiki.
2 tikis for 8.
Okay.
No tiki to yourself.
Here we
Tiki.
go.
Tiki, no.
7, 7. Okay, I got my score.
All right.
And oof, by the way.
Really? Okay.
I did better than the first round, but I don't think I had anywhere to go but up. In last place, me with 117. In
Well.
third place, Nikki
Ugh.
with 122. Followed by Kevin with 130. And Lincoln, you won with
Wow.
139
Even
points.
though we lost our huts.
So you guys had one
Yeah.
fewer HUD.
What
and
did we do differently that I could have even I just kept the same amount of scoring for both rounds, where you guys weren't able to do as much?
Well, a couple of things. It was sort of king-makey, so I didn't want to do it, but obviously I could have cut this off.
Right.
If I cut this off, then probably Kevin wins.
Ah.
Like, I didn't do it because it didn't help me. But you got 5 more points
Well,
for being on this island,
Right. I got another bamboo.
and 5 more points for the bamboo. So that would have
Right.
cost you 10 points.
Right.
Now, I don't know where you make them up, because Kevin, very evilly, I'd like to point out, did a very
Yes.
good job of cutting you very off
Yeah.
to begin with, right?
And you did the same to me.
Well, I was fighting other battles. Now, we had talked about this before, so I didn't say anything the first time, but your first move of the game was you took a piece that no one could fight you for, and you let me get pieces that you and I were fighting for.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't
Well,
matter.
that's why I didn't bother coming over here. 'Cause
Right.
I'm like, nobody's going to be able to get to
It didn't matter
Kevin was
because
trying,
it
though.
didn't matter because I came in last, but I think
I just wanted to touch the island.
Oh, I know.
I don't remember what was here, but like that
Would've been
could have
another
been
5
your
points.
piece, right?
I just,
Yeah. Wouldn't have catapulted
I
me
think
on
you
that.
let me get this one and this
one
one.
by
Right.
4.
What does that do to her, though? I mean, it's not huge. It might
would
make a
give
set.
me more sets.
It depends. If it's this, for example,
That's 10
No,
points.
that was nowhere.
yeah, I agree.
I know.
They were all up
He
here.
strategically placed them all over.
Yeah, it was
by
random.
himself.
That was not on purpose.
Well, look how many of these I have. These were all I had.
Yeah.
But Nikki, if it's
Which I didn't want.
if it's this,
But
Yeah.
that's
that's
16 points.
if
I
it's
know.
this, that's 5 more points.
I know.
I think one of them was this, so it was only a 4-point swing. I mean, it doesn't win you the game, but who knows? It changes what I do now.
Yeah, for sure. I get my eye on a move.
I can't
and
even believe I
don't.
scored that. I didn't do as much as I did this game, I felt.
Well, you scored 69 in the first round and 70 in the next, so you were consistent. But Nikki didn't do as well, because the first round she got 25 points for connections. And what none of us really realized is connections are really hard in the second round.
Right.
For one thing, you can't just place in the water anywhere. So
Yep.
you can only connect, like you, as you found out from Kevin.
Right.
You know, if, like you, not that it mattered, but if instead of worrying about this majority, if you just drop a boat here instead,
Right.
that's 5 more points.
Plus, I still have the majority.
Right.
Right.
What do you
Yeah.
think, Nikki?
I liked it. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's
It's kind of almost more freeform in the first round,
Yeah.
and then it really buttons down tight in the second round, because you're chained to the huts, you're chained to the boats. People have a plan, kind of, instead of in the first round where you're just like, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to go for this, and it's
Right.
a little more open. So I liked how much of a dramatic change it did from the first round to the second round.
Yeah. It makes you realize how important that hut placement is for the second
well.
round.
I was trying really hard to place that 5th hut, which I'd forgotten that we could.
Well-
You needed to get them all out, but
Yeah.
I was trying really hard to get down here to do it because I just wanted to be on, or over here. I wanted to
Yeah.
be on another island.
So you can have some more strategic
because I
spots
thought
of
I was
rainfall.
hemmed in.
Yeah.
I got nothing off of this island.
But look who ended up winning. Nikki.
I know, but this is weird.
I mean, Nikki had the best hut placement, to be honest with you, right? She's
Yeah.
got a hut on
This
all
island,
5
that island,
islands. And
But this one never led to anything.
Yep.
Yeah, same kind of thing. You're kind of fighting a different battle, right?
Yeah.
But this is, I think, easily contestable because there's nothing here. This is basically a landmass island that you're just fighting for 10 points.
Yeah.
I don't know what the makeup of this island is. It may be the same thing.
It's the same.
Yeah, so it's
It's
basically,
crazy how
instead of having resources, it's more about
There's like a thing
presence.
here and a thing here, and there's
probably
a
another
thing
one
up
here.
there,
Right.
and that's it.
Right. Let's say, Nikki, instead of letting me get that piece, right?
Oh,
Let's
there's
say,
4 there.
let's
There's a
say,
bunch there,
let's
too.
say you go there,
Sure.
right? Now, in theory, if you
Seems
have a
harder 'cause
thing,
it's so new.
you can do that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
5 more points.
Well, when
Again,
I-
10 more points would not have been enough.
When
but
I thought about going there, it was blocked. You had me blocked.
Right,
and when
right.
I thought about finally getting across here, Kevin had me blocked in the orange too. So I
Right.
started this to get over there, and that was blocked, and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
It's actually really good. I mean, it does harken back a little bit to some of Knizia's previous
Through the
games,
desert, kind of?
but it is not like
isn't.
those games.
It isn't,
is
I
a
agree.
very different game, and it's really quite strong. It's super dry and your typical, theme on top of a abstract game, but it is really neat, and I think the theme actually works. It's fun. I don't get why everything disappears and then we resettle. Is there like a big blight or something, or a bunch of disease, and then we all come back?
Magic happens.
it's 2 phases. The first phase is exploration, and the
Okay.
second phase is settlement.
Okay.
When you settle, you can't explore anymore. Right?
Okay.
That's the theme.
You can't explore anymore? Okay.
Well, you're settling. Now you're
Okay,
just settling.
yeah, okay.
But the same resources are coming up in the same spots.
Yeah,
I think what
that's
he's
just a
referring
weird
to.
thing. But
like-
you're
seems
digging,
like if that
more and
was-
finding the tikis. But it's still, I like the theme actually. It's kind
Well,
of
it
cool.
seems like if somehow during the second round the resource location placement could be randomized to where it's not going to be on the exact same square, then that leads to a different sort of end game in the second round, right?
right.
Yeah,
I
but
think
the
that
whole
might mix
point.
it
Look,
up.
all of us, without any prompting from anyone else, all of us placed the majority of our villages between 2 of those spaces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We realized early on.
Yeah, I don't
like,
want to
oh,
lose it.
Right.
Which we lost him
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think, considering this is like, you are the Knizia man, and this is like,
No, but this is not my. So first off, no one steals from Knizia better than Knizia himself,
Okay.
and that is what is going on here. You saw. I don't know if you saw, but my pretty much every move that I played, I sort of had locked and loaded before it got around to me. And
right. I don't think it's too hard to do that. Other
No,
than,
but
other than
I
if there's
think
a battle.
partly that's might explain why I did so poorly, was that I wasn't really doing a lot of look ahead in that regard. But for me, these are the kind of games that I just don't do well at because there's too many things to take into account and think of, right?
But you were doing good at I was trying to sneak up here slowly, and then once
There's
you
no
once you
sneaking
closed
in
off
this
that
game.
water,
I don't know how you think like you're going to get away
Well,
with
someone starts to
sneaking.
get into a land battle or a resource battle, and they're racing for that resource, and while that's happening, you're like,
Yep.
okay, I'm just going to quietly go here, and they're still focused on that.
Yep.
But that happens all the time in games, and people strategize like that, thinking, I'm going to be quiet and coy.
Yeah, but when people see you do that,
Yeah, it's like,
It's like,
Kevin's
oh,
coming toward me.
But there have been, there's a million games I've played where people don't see that
they're
coming.
not very observant.
Well, that
They're
happens
playing
all the
with
time
bad
in games.
players.
No,
Clearly.
there needs,
in
to
every
be,
game.
there needs to be 2 things happening for that. The first is that the board needs to be slightly harder to read. The thing that's actually very nice about this game is this board is very easy to read. Like
Yeah.
you sort of see where everything is and what you're
Yeah.
doing and where you're going. You can, since we mentioned it, you can maybe not see in through the desert, which sometimes also requires you to count camels.
Yeah.
And there are definitely
Well, it's a
places
different
you can,
game. It really is different.
Focus. But the other thing, Kevin, is the only person you could maybe sneak on is Lincoln because he's 3 turns away from you, but you are right before I go.
Yeah,
So
but if you're-
anything
if
you
you're
do,
involved-
I'm like, oh.
If you're like, I need that to make a four of a set to get 20 points, trust me.
But you also pick
laugh,
your
but
battles.
it has happened in
right?
many games
Instead of
I've
focusing down here,
Right.
Because I knew it was going to be it'd be a while for anybody to get to it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
I got to
wasn't
try to
concerned
deal
with
with some
that.
of the other things. I needed to try to make sure I kept the 10 points there. I wanted to just try to get down there. I'm glad
Well,
that
you
you,
didn't
even
go
though you
here.
decided not to do it, you were distracted with some other things.
It felt kingmaking. Like it didn't help my game. It
Right.
it only helped my game in that I slowed you down.
Right.
And the truth of the matter was,
it hurt my game.
I was again having never played and not understanding the scoring for the second round at 56 to 83. I thought, oh. I didn't even know if I could catch up at that point.
Right.
So I was just trying. I was actually doing, like, I scored 25 points in connections. Like, I scored the most in connections, but it didn't ultimately help me enough.
Well, see, Lincoln didn't go here until pretty late in the stage, and for a long time, I didn't want to go here
Hey,
because I
maybe
wanted
you
to be
could
quiet.
sneak up on him.
Well, if I had played here and he hadn't played there, I could have gotten a land tile
wanna
on
be
either one of
quiet.
those, and then
Yeah, but I
lick
wasn't.
the island.
Here's the deal: I wasn't letting you get on there easily.
No, but if you
I
had
wasn't
played,
gonna-
if you had
I
not
had
played
so
that, like
few
I said, and I put
resources.
this here, and you don't have a tile
What
on
Kevin
here,
is saying
I
is
could
if
have
those
gone
are
to one
both
of
still available when he goes
Yeah.
there, then he gets one of them.
them. Yeah, I
Right.
just was slow playing and being like, I'm just gonna wait a minute.
Kevin, I appreciate
The
that.
deal is though I had so few resources. I was protecting this island.
No,
You know what I mean? I
But
did
this
not.
guy didn't come out for a while.
I didn't need to. You weren't there.
No, but once I was here, I could have just. I should have moved earlier into the ocean here, because then I've got 2 spots. You couldn't block both of them.
Did you
Agreed.
have a chance to do that earlier?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
didn't
see.
do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
You had other things that you were worried about over
He
here.
was
I was watching.
worried about
I
Dave.
pay attention to the game.
Yeah, I mean, another thing.
If I thought that you were going to be coming close anytime soon, I would have absolutely taken it. Some of these, yes, this would have been an issue if he was doing that
He
at
would
that
have
time,
been oblivious.
right?
I would have been snuck in like white
Yes.
lightning.
Well, it's certainly possible. If the split, it's like this: do I want to end it, or do I want to connect? And it was
Right.
better to take this to to make it a 10 set, right? That was the reason. It was only going to be a 5-point gain, and it was going to allow you to get on land.
I will say this is, you are correct in that the playing of the game is somewhat dry. There was some little jabby stuff going on, but if we had island music and grass skirts and coconut bras, this would have been much more exciting. So there's going to be an addendum set, an expansion that comes with just grass skirts and
a
coconut
costume?
bras. Yeah,
Sweet.
and a CD of island music.
and I can see that you don't. You get 30 of these in the box, these little settlers tokens.
Okay.
So with 4 players, you each have 20, and with 3, you each have 25, and with 2, you have 30. So I could see where you could easily get on all 8 islands in a 3 or a 2 player.
Oh
game,
yeah, for sure.
right? I think part of it also is just knowing that the 4-player game strategy might just be slightly different than the 3 or the 2. And also that other thing of like a lot of tactical games like this, it's easy to find yourself in like a fight with someone
Yeah.
while the other 2 players, while the 2 of you just
Well,
take
they
each other
sneak?
down and they sneak up on you. Yeah. To a
See?
certain
'Cause
extent.
you can't pay attention.
But I don't think we were fighting for any reason other than where you were and where I was were the same places, right? I mean, other than here for you and here for me, it was you and me here, you and me here, you and
Yeah.
me here. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
But I felt like you were getting me blocked off. You were trying to get
Right.
a line
Yeah,
like
she was
Kevin did
blocked
here.
off
You
pretty
know,
much.
you were really.
Right.
It wasn't just a battle right here. You were like,
was
Nikki's not
actually that.
spreading nowheres.
Well, I had decided I was going to try to do the connection.
Well, do you think that you might take a majority here?
I started later in the end game. I started thinking
Because
I had
see,
enough
if
tiles
you'd
to
gone
start
over here
laying
for
down.
this, right, it might have been a different thing, right?
Yeah, but I was not thinking about that at that point. I was back over here. But I would point out the only reason I was able to dominate here was because of the
I know.
double huts.
I know what they were.
No, I'm just saying, like, we were asking that question earlier, like, is it advantageous to have huts next
Well,
to
in
each
a
other?
small-
And Dave
small
said
thing
yes,
like
so
that.
now I understand a lot more. And
Yeah, yeah.
It got you
Illustrated.
two. It got you 2 presents.
Presents.
Right?
That was what he was
Yeah.
saying.
Like,
yeah.
did I only score 8? This is the only island I scored for 8. But one of the reasons that I scored it was
Two
I
huts.
already start one up there.
Yeah.
But at the cost of putting my huts next to each other, which
Exactly.
is maybe something you don't want to do, right? There's something to be said for trying to spread them out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. It's definitely, you definitely want to get all of your huts on the board in that first round.
Yes.
Yes,
It would make
I
it.
should have reminded you guys, and I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
I
okay.
didn't.
But
But still, like you point out, it wasn't as big as a factor as we thought it was going to be going
well,
into
the
that second
weird
round.
thing is that I didn't even feel like I was doing anything, right? Because I couldn't do much. I couldn't. This was my big, gambit. I'm going to try to go at least try to get on that island,
Yeah.
Right.
from one direction or another. Whether I got this, I would have lost 5 points, but I still would have made the connection. But I wanted to get to that island for
Yeah.
once. I'm like, I got to get over there.
Right.
And I thought I had a good chance regardless either direction. Because there's more than, it wasn't completely blocked off. It's bad over here, but it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
on this end.
No,
Right?
Right.
that's a good point.
Yeah, so I thought, well, that's my one shot at getting, because I was like, I wanted to get over here, but this was quick because there was things he wanted here, right? He wanted this token.
Right.
So it's like, I wasn't,
Well, you can always sneak it later.
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
I will never forget this. I will say the only weak point for me is that second round of resource placement. I swear I was not trying to pull
Of course,
green
of
gems
course. I'm
out,
just
but,
teasing you.
but you could game the system if you were unscrupulous. You could be like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of huts down here. I'm going to put
Yeah,
Oh,
but
the
I don't
tiki's
think
down here. Or something.
I don't think that anybody would allow you to.
Yeah.
You're gonna just you know. It's not like you were looking in the bag and
No.
picking something, you know. Other than placing them randomly across the
That
board.
was the part that was weird to me. Was why were
Why
we not
are
just
you
filling
I was
just
up
trying to
five
just
at a
spread. I
time?
was just trying
Yeah.
to spread them out.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
trying to sneak them out. Oh, I'm never letting that go.
Great.
You know what? I am going to let it go. I'm never doing it again.
Good.
Let it
He
go.
said sneak.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, thanks for teaching us, Dave.
You're welcome.